Got some new grinding wheels for my Dremel tool and also a whetstone. I'm going to try to sharpen some of these gardening tools. Checking here to see how easy it is to take the tool apart so I can sharpen each side separately. Even though my eyeglasses have safety lenses in them, I'm using safety glasses because I need to get real close, and my glasses are for nearsighted, so I can't see very up close with them. Testing the sharpness here on a piece of plastic, which is probably not the best material to use for this. Working on the other edge now. After a couple passes with the grinder, I decided to get a socket and take it apart so I can access each side better. Making sure it doesn't have any bushings or springs, so when I take it apart, I can get it back together. I wanted to try out my new sharpening stone. Time to put it back together and see if it works. Well, as they say, the juice was not worth the squeeze on that one. You can see this edge is pretty bad shape, so I should have better luck with that. Straighten that a little bit with a hammer. Looks like right here is kind of bent a little bit. And of course my hammer's not in the toolbox. I'm not sure where the ball peen is. So let's try some mini bullnose clippers and see how that works. A little oil never hurt anything, so let's give that a shot. Let's go test them out. Oh yeah, that works really nice. Alright. Obviously I shouldn't be sticking them in the ground like that, but I gotta get started on this, and I can always sharpen them, and this didn't take too long. I'm going to see if I can get some of these roots out of here and start covering up this tubing. Now I want to clean up the area where I had the excavator building the new dam. The intent here is to loosely till up the area before I throw down some ryegrass seed. A little bit of raking. Spreading some ryegrass seed. Time to clean up my mess from the excavator. Picking up all the rocks that when I was blading back here with the excavator, it turned up Probably an old rock pile from previous construction site. A little manual work with a pitchfork to get this pile back up. More rocks. This is what it looks like after the first big rain. Looks like the swale is working pretty well. The next day I'm going to do some yard work at my daughter's house. This usually starts second or third pull, so definitely got something going on here. I think I may have flooded it. Might have had the choke on and pulling it without having this ignition set to on. So, check it out. No, that's not it. Not getting gas. So, since it's not flooded, we'll try some more primer bulb action. Check the spark while we're here. Not maybe. Maybe not. Never was able to check for spark, so we'll move on to the next one. Get a little gas in there and see what happens. I'm kind of limited because I'm at my daughter's house and I don't have any of my tools or starter fluid, etc. here. Trying to get a little bit of gas in here, but I don't want to put too much in. Well, we got it started by putting gas in the spark plug hole. I continued to have problems. In my future video, I actually show how I eventually solved it. A while ago I removed a lot of these wood chips, but I want to come back for a second pass with the goal of getting us down about 2 inches below ground level, and then I'll fill in with some compost and try to get something to grow in here. I'm actually going to go dump these wood chips in the area we just tilled. We had moved the edging up into the yard further, and then everything behind it is now going to become a garden, so the wood chips will work fine in the garden. This is back to the pond a week to 10 days after the excavator work. I hope you enjoyed the video. The next videos will be back to working around my pond, and I solved the problem with the tiller. Again, thanks for watching. I would love to hear any comments. Please place them in the YouTube comment section.